What is up, guys? Abyxis here, coming at you with our top 10 games of 2023. This is a pretty crazy year for gaming, and honestly, we just wanted to throw another year-end list together of the top 10 games that we played in 2023. Rules are, it must have come out in 2023, and obviously, we had to have played it.
Yeah, so keep in mind, this is our opinion, and we also, if your favorite game isn't on here, we might just not have played it, so recommend it to us, and maybe we'll play it.
Yeah, I mean, keeping that in mind because some of our lower entries on the list to us weren't exactly 10 out of 10 games. They just happened to be ones that released in 2023. We played a lot more games than just 10, but a lot of our games that we did end up playing were older releases. So, but this is our top 10 of 2023.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Alright, coming in at honorable mentions, we have the Outlast Trials. What do you guys think of the Outlast Trials?
I was really going in hoping Outlast multiplayer. It nails that aspect in some points. I like the atmospheres and stuff. However, very tedious, a little too tedious for me. Some of the missions really dragged like way too much in my opinion. I like seeing some of the unique enemies, but they got a little repetitive as well.
I feel like my big problem was that some of the enemies would really just beat you half to death, leave for like 2 seconds, and then they just keep following you to the end of time.
I agree. The reason I made honorables for us is because we liked a lot of the ideas, but didn't love a lot of the execution, and it got stale as it went on. I thought it would get better.
I didn't like how violent the guy got at the end of the game, like the announcer guy. Like if you fail the trials, you're like, I'm going to rip your scrot off.
Well, that's our honorable mention.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Alright, at number 10 we have Diablo IV, which I think is more of the same. This game was really close to getting knocked off the list, but I think it did enough to barely make it.
You know, like midway through the year, or like right after this game released, first like bit of it was fun, really fun. I really enjoyed this game. I was like, this is a unique style. I've never played this type of game before. Then, it got a little repetitive. Story was kind of messy. It's hard to follow what was going on, and some of the missions were pretty boring. I felt like at the end, I found myself holding left click and then pressing.
Yeah, it got stale towards the end. If we had played more games, this one probably would have got shoved off. But I think we all kind of agreed that it was just like a good start and got boring.
That really made us realize how
it kind of ruined this one. Yeah. Well, that's why we have it at number 10 is Diablo 4. And let's get on to the next one.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Alright guys, number 9, we've got the greatest first-person shooter of the decade. I'm just kidding, but at number 9 we got Battlebit.
Battlebit was pretty fun. I actually really just like thought I was the one who was hyped for it, and then I got like, hey guys, let's try this game out. Nobody's gonna play, and then it became like a really big thing for a short while. It seems to have kind of died down, which sucks, but overall it was a hell of a lot of fun for 30 hours we played it.
Yeah, I agree. It was really fun, and honestly, I like that it's sort of like Battlefield, but it's really just a fun time overall.
It's very simple, but it controls really smoothly. The hit registration is really good. Tons of different weapons, and honestly, way more depth than you'd expect for a game of that nature.
Getting mad at it either, like ever.
No, it's super casual.
And the community is actually pretty nice. You get a lot of funny clips.
Yeah, we go check out our short on the one angry guy we ran into, but very rarely did that happen. Most of the time, people were very fun and very cool. We'll probably go back on there. The reason
this is 8 or 9 or whatever this is because other games are just better. Nothing wrong with this game though.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Alrighty, coming in at number 8, we got Sons of the Forest. Behold a Swabby's view of the Kelvin. I totally got that wrong, but this was really just a sequel to the slobber knock fest that is the Forest. This game was really good.
It was good. I think it was worse than the Forest. A little less groundbreaking, but I still enjoyed it a lot.
I didn't like the enemies as much, but the story was still pretty good. I feel like the ending, not gonna spoil, but
it's weird.
It's a little too similar.
Yeah, I agree. I think it didn't do enough. If it did more different than the last game, I'd push it higher in the list. But overall, it's still a good experience, and I really enjoyed it.
We did play it in early access.
We did.
But we still got majority of the game. The ending sequence though was kind of cool, but it was really long, kind of dragged.
I wish I had a bit more enemies than there was
I
like
agree.
honestly like
It was
two
just
throughout
that
the
one
whole
type.
thing.
It was just that one type of enemy.
Again, we played it during early access, so there might be more.
Yeah, just because it's early
But I think that was
access
a kind of stall.
doesn't mean we'll take it as such. But overall, I think it was a good game, and I'm just excited to see if they keep adding more like they did with the Forest. Because the Forest at first wasn't all that impressive, and it got way better over time and became one of our favorites. So that is why we have the Forest at number 8.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
All right, guys, at number 7, we have Turnit. This is an indie game that we all kind of just stumbled upon and decided to play. If you've seen the series, we've been doing it for a while. It's an interesting game made by one person, which to me makes it more impressive. It's kind of inspired by like Persona and stuff. Damn, I have a full wheel now.
You know, it's just not bad. It's definitely just unique. Yeah, some of the boss fights though, a little repetitive. Although the characters are likable, and it's pretty good for the size of the development team and the budget I'm assuming this game had.
I would 100% agree with that. Some of the bosses in combat can be a little repetitive, but I like a lot of the core ideas. I'd like to see what this person could do with a bigger team and budget. It seems like they'd probably be able to do something pretty cool.
Definitely a lot of potential there. Love when Nick Chubb beat that one girl to death.
I agree. A lot of potential, but definitely could be better over time, and that's why we have it at number 7.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
All right, coming in at number 6, we got the real greatest game of the year, other than number 1. But yeah, we got Leal Company. This game is baller as fuck. You can never go wrong. Everything's unique, despite the limited like enemies, and
I didn't get it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't buy into the hype at first. When we first played it, I was thinking, yeah, this is pretty cool. But it's got a lot of replayability. More than I thought. I thought we would have been done with it by now, but we've actually continued to go back. It's honestly fun. It's fun to die and restart, which is really rare.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what more this game has in its update, since it's only like what, 2 months old.
Oh yeah, it's still really new. I liked it. I like the concept though, and it's grown on me over time even more.
It's still hard to throw.
It's very hard to throw for Brody, which is crazy.
Is he chasing you, Brody?
The only thing I don't like is a few of our late runs have gotten killed by some really random RNG stuff. But I think that's also, again, it's an early access game, so there's stuff like, we've had a couple bugs and little things, but most of the time it actually runs pretty well. And yeah, I'm excited to see where the future of the game goes, and that's why we got it at number 6.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
All right, coming in at number 5, we got Party Animals, the absolute slobber knock fest.
Actually, the slobber knock fest.
This is actually the greatest party game of the decade.
I loved this game. I know there was a lot of weird stuff coming out when it first came out, but honestly, I had no problems with it. I actually have no complaints about the game. As far as being like a fun party game, you almost can't beat it.
Oh, no,
it's pretty much perfect for a party game.
Why are you guys trying
yeah, like it's goofy. It's deep enough for it to have a lot of replayability.
So there's definitely a lot of new maps and stuff, and they're always updating it. So
that was the craziest comeback it had.
Yeah,
it had its few weeks of fame, but it's definitely worth playing if you haven't yet.
Especially if you got
YouTubers are playing anymore. Yeah, if you get a group of friends and just playing, it's a great time.
Yeah, I hate to say it like this, but it's kind of just Gang Beasts, but better. So if you like Gang Beasts, you'll love this. That's why we got it at number 5.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Coming in at number 4, I believe, we have SpiderMan 2, the sequel to SpiderMan. This game is actually a lot of fun. Not game of the year for us, but we kind of stream partied this one and everyone just kind of watched along. What'd you guys think of SpiderMan?
Oh my goodness, delectable fight scenes, the action nuts to butt, you know, story, great. I did like Venom, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of cool like mechanics too.
It was not robbed of game of the year. I don't care what anyone says. Baldur's Gate deserved to win it.
I agree.
I agree.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, not everything has to win Game of the Year to be really good. Like, this is an amazing superhero game, probably one of the best I ever played. Great action game, and honestly, I couldn't ask for much more for what it was.
Great game for a great hero.
I agree. One of the best superheroes, no cap. And that's why we got that at number 4? 4.
Nope. Where's everyone going? Bingo.
Coming at number 3, we've got another banger installation in the Zelda franchise. The Nintendo never misses with these games. This game, great. But it's similar in some aspects to Breath of the Wild, but the new content is more than enough for me, and I really enjoyed the story in this one as well.
I really liked it. I didn't play Breath of the Wild, but I really liked this game. I was really surprised. It's very relaxing most of the time. It's very laid back. If you want to just come and have a chill time, it's good. And just exploring the landscape is just a fun time. A lot of cool mechanics. Just the way it controls and everything. It's Nintendo polish is what you come to expect. Again, this one I could definitely actually see as a contender for Game of the Year. It wasn't our pick, but I could definitely see the argument more. And Brody didn't play it. He's uncultured, but
the story in this one was leagues better than Breath of the Wild. I think they definitely.
I 100% agree. 100% agree from what I've seen. But the one thing about this versus Breath of the Wild is I know a lot of people said it was kind of just a carbon copy of it, but I feel like it didn't need to be that much different.
Right? Like, the formula worked.
Like, just they took the formula, they improved on it a little bit, cleaned up a lot of the stuff, looks a little bit better, and overall, I don't know, I really don't have many complaints. It's definitely my Nintendo Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we got it at number 3. Go play that one. That's the Abyxis and Broadside and Yoshi's Seal must play.
Where's everyone going? Bingo.
Coming in at number 2, this is my tie for Game of the Year for my personal bias list. RE4 Remake. I don't care that it's a remake. That doesn't matter to us. We absolutely love this game. Pretty much took the RE4 core game and fixed a bunch of stuff and brought it to the modern era without... It didn't change too much, but changed just enough to feel really fresh.
Don't say they cut content without playing the DLC.
Yeah, really. The DLC, even for a $10 DLC, is fantastic.
This game definitely did not harm the RE4 legacy at all. If anything, it improved on it in some aspects. There were some sections of RE4 that were greatly improved by this remake.
For sure.
But, the story was still great. The only major complaint I had was Krauser's new slang terms are not adequate enough for me, but that's whatever.
Yeah, Krauser was the only thing I didn't like as much in this, but other than that, I feel like everything either stayed about the same level of good or improved. They somehow managed to find the balance of improvement and keeping the core of what the game is, which is super rare, I feel like. I think it did a better job as a remake than RE2 did, even, which is crazy because I love that too. Brody, what were your thoughts as somebody who's not, like, super well-versed in the franchise just yet?
I will say, I had never really had an interest in the RE series until this game came along. Like, I had seen Village, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. This game was the one that really piqued my interest, though.
Yeah, it's definitely like a gateway RE game, and I think you said you were gonna buy it and play it at some point, right?
Yep.
We got him, guys. We're getting him in. So, yeah, RE4 Remake at number 2, and the only reason it's at number 2 is because of what's at number 1, which we're gonna talk about right now.
Where's everyone going? Bingo.
Coming in at number 1
is the greatest game of the year. It is Baldur's Gate. Oh my goodness. Who's your best friend?
Yeah, you know what? Our pick, I guess, is the generic one. And, you know, again, this is crazy because normally our picks are not all the big AAA, like, you know, popular picks. But this year, it's just, they kind of hit. All the big games kind of lived up to what we wanted them to, which is crazy. Put out good games and people will actually like them. Surprising, I know. Baldur's Gate was awesome, and as a co-op experience, I couldn't have asked for much more. There were very, very few criticisms I had of the game. I know people were crazy about the bugs and the glitches, but we didn't actually run into that many that were very game-breaking. And honestly, just exploring the landscape and playing through it and the stories and the choices and everything. What did you guys think of Baldur's Gate?
It is a great game. My favorite character was
She's
Sparkus.
at 0, but
Marcus
she's
is
awesome.
mine.
Okay.
So good.
All the side characters also
That's another
felt.
way to
Mine had to
they
be
were.
better
They,
driven.
all the characters felt like they were like you go talk to some random person on the street.
What?
It felt
It's
important.
like he's
Somewhat.
following him or what? I'm so
I
confused.
Yeah.
My
The only like minor
God.
complaints I had, and they weren't super major, was the
Not
side
enough
characters.
No.
Yeah, right. The side
Let's
characters
try
kind of felt like they were just there.
Medals next
If
to
you're playing in a
Pokemon.
co-op party, a full co-op party,
that's
whereas
like-
if you even have
I don't
one
know what
person
that
not
is,
in your
so I
party,
don't know.
and you're doing a 3-stack, they're
It's
way
just
more like
silly, but
in with the game. Like they're way more in tune, and you can carry them around with you. So
Okay,
like
that's
the
okay.
standard origin
believe in
characters work better if you don't have a full stack, and looting
polymorphed.
can feel
fucking
a bit
polymorphed.
at times. But honestly,
Beat
none
the
of that really
crap out of
takes
him. He only
away
had 3
enough
health.
from the experience. It still definitely locks you in for most of the time.
Well,
I think this
okay.
game is one of the most immersive games.
Okay, I'm
like,
gonna go here.
right
I
next
wanted
to, like,
stay away
Persona
from
5.
everybody, so
I would
don't
agree.
have to fight
Arc.
on top.
Yeah, I would say like
This is truly one for the
teleport over.
history.
as far as like act, because games will be like, oh, it's an RPG, and then like it really isn't.
Oh, yeah,
This
it's still, like,
actually
made
fits
up,
that
but that is a-
category
There's
and
two
pulls
there.
it off to a T. Like you said, other than like Persona 5 and a few others that I've really liked,
I
this is
think
probably
you might
one of the
actually
highest
probably
rated ones. And I really don't have much bad to say. Like, just knocks it out of the park in so many mechanics that
Sendai here.
a lot of games fail. Like, one of the best character creators, great, like, the world building, everything's just fantastic. I am just excited to see where Larion goes, because we've been on the Larion train for a while now with Divinity. I know people were worried when Larion took over Baldur's Gate, and I'm happy to say you were a fucking clown if you thought that originally, and obviously they fucking proved you wrong. So,
You
I'm-
can't say that to the fans.
well, they're not fans. They're not fans if they thought that originally. But no, like anybody who doubted Larion obviously didn't play the original games that they've put out before. Like you should have expected it to be good, and I think they've lived up to that.
I might be able to get.
And if you didn't like Baldur's Gate, that's fine. But for us, it is the game of the year, with RE4 getting the consolation prize and Tears getting third place.
If you have a
I've got
Resi
one last
scroll,
question
yeah.
for you guys.
I just have to
What's
do
up?
now.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, then
What
yours-
is Baldur's
I'll
Gate
focus
2
on
and
that.
1 about?
Let's see.
First run the game.
Is he still
Yeah, if you guys
safe
want
there?
us to do a series on Baldur's
yeah,
Gate 2
for
point
sure.
and click Adventure Time, then
I can only move this far. Oh,
How,
let me know.
how the hell did you just
We'll,
follow
we'll
him?
knock it out of the park.
Yeah, the emails in the comment section.
Yep, send me an email
He doesn't.
Um,
Will it?
and tell me that
okay.
you've changed.
Wow.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for
Okay,
watching
hold on.
our top 10
I don't
gaming
know what
video.
to
We
do
really
with it.
appreciate you guys checking these
Go
out.
here.
Something.
This and the anime video, these new year-end lists are
Anything.
something we've never done before, and they've taken a lot more effort, which we've just put a lot more effort into the channel in general this year. So anyone who supported us this whole year, we really appreciate you. Actually, comments, likes, all that stuff's been huge.
This guy's really smart.
We're aiming for a big goal next year of 1,000 subscribers. I know it's kind of steep, but if we can make it happen, that would be awesome. And yeah, if you guys have been following along, we really appreciate that. And have a great rest of your year. For a big channel, you know, bunch of new videos and series next year. Stay tuned for the end of the Lost Keys and all that stuff if you're still following along. And thank you guys for watching.